And welcome back to the NFL Today. And folks, we take you out now to the sights and sounds of the game between the Texans and the Colts. So let's throw it out to Indianapolis with our announcers, Ian Eagle, J.J. Watt, and Evan Washburn.
JB, there's been no place like home for the Colts this season, undefeated at Lucas Oil Stadium. Daniel Jones leads the #1 scoring offense in the NFL at 31 points per game against the top-ranked defense in the league and pass rusher extraordinaire, Houston's Will Anderson Jr. First meeting of the season for these division rivals. The AFC playoff picture, Indianapolis currently the 3 seed. The Texans are in the hunt, having won 3 in a row. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. Ian Eagle, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn down on the sidelines. It's always compelling when you get #1 versus #1. And for Indianapolis, it all starts with the bell cow, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, they have playmakers all over this offense, Ian, but make no mistake about it. It starts with Jonathan Taylor. He is the catalyst. When he scores at least 1 touchdown a game, the Colts are 7-0. When he doesn't, they are 1-3. It's all him for that offense, and Houston's defense has to find a way to stop him.
The Indy quarterback, Daniel Jones, reportedly dealing with a fractured fibula after warm-ups. Evans spoke with him.
Daniel, back home for the first time in a month. As an offense, what do you guys have to do to get back to the standards you set the first 8 games?
Yeah, nothing special, just execute play after play and do what we're supposed to do. But we feel good about it, had a good week of practice, so got to show up on the field today.
You may have the most talked about fibula in the NFL. How will it impact you in this game?
I'm good to go, feel good.
Lastly, this Houston defense, what makes them challenging?
They're good. They got a lot of good players. They play fast, rush the passer, play good in the back end, so we'll need to execute today.
DJ, appreciate it.
Thanks, Evan.
All right, Evan, and Houston's certainly going to test that mobility from Daniel Jones. Texans are trying to make a postseason push. All of a sudden, they're scorching hot. C.J. Stroud is back in as the starting quarterback for the Texans. He missed the last 3 games after suffering a concussion against Denver.
Yeah, and Davis Mills did a great job stepping in for him, 3-0 in his starts, but it's time for the franchise quarterback to step back in, C.J. Stroud. The area that they've improved the most the last 3 weeks is the red zone in the goal line. That's what haunted them earlier in the year, and that's what C.J. and the Texans offense needs to be great at. They also just need to lean on their defense. Everybody in the nation saw that Thursday night last week against the Bills. 8 sacks, 3 takeaways. They were all over Josh Allen. That's what they're going to need to do today against Daniel Jones. And that fibula, stop Jonathan Taylor, get to the quarterback.
It's the Texans and the Colts. Does Houston keep its winning streak alive? How does Indy respond after the OT loss in Kansas City last week? Countdown to kickoff continues as we get you ready for the action on CBS. The NFL on CBS brings us to Indianapolis today. Major matchup in the AFC South. The Texans and Colts in Week 13.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is the #1 scoring offense against the #1 overall defense. Indianapolis won the toss, and JJ, they will take the ball and receive.
Yeah, Shane Steichen sending a message to his team, sending a message to everybody, saying, I believe in my offense against the #1 defense. It's a heavyweight battle, and it's going to be a great one today here in Indianapolis.
Weather a non-factor. We are in climate-controlled conditions here at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Texans 6-5, and we're underway with Fairbairn kicking it off to Gould, who will take a knee. And Daniel Jones will lead this Indianapolis offense We heard the reports throughout the week. Fractured fibula, left leg. That's the smaller bone in the lower leg. And obviously, Houston will be keeping an eye on it, and so will everybody in the NFL. How does it affect how he performs?
Thank you for the anatomy report. I like that. That's a great way to start it.
I did some extra study.
It certainly is something that's going to be watched early in this game to see how he's moving, how he can handle rolling out in bootlegs, play actions, etc. Because obviously he's going up against that tenacious duo of Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr.
Jonathan Taylor, the NFL's leading rusher, is just having an incredible season. Fake the handoff. Jones to throw it. He does. And it's caught by Taylor, but quickly handled by Azeez